Pasta with shrimp dish today. It's perfect for dinner. I have some shrimp here. Of course, they are shelled, and I had so many people upset about the fact that the last time I did shrimp, I left the tails on them. So I bought them without the tails this time, so they're shellless, guys. And so I've sauteed them here in some olive oil, lemon juice, lemon zest, and seasoning. You can use salt, you can use pepper, you can use whatever type of seasoning that you choose to do in there. But you want that lemon flavor in there because when the pasta is done, I'm going to toss it in there. But what I'm actually probably going to do is drain it here, put the pasta in here, and dump the shrimp in here because it's bigger. And you can work on tossing it a little bit better. So what you want to do when you're cooking pasta, especially homemade pasta, you want to salt the water because I don't salt the pasta. And the reason I don't salt the pasta is I have a lot of salt in other ingredients that are going with it. And so that's kind of important when you think about cooking things that you want to be able to control the amount of seasonings in there. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people need salt or don't need salt in the diet. And salt is good for you in its quantities. You don't want to overdo it, I should say. All right, so once that gets done, let me show you what else I've got going over here. I have the Parmesan, I have some fresh basil, and I've talked to you about the basil that when you go to the grocery store, buy the living plants. Use the basil on them, and then when you're done using what you want, go plant them in your garden, and you are going to have basil, fresh, delicious basil, all summer long. So I'm working on everything here. I've got my pasta maker going, some fresh bread, the pasta. So when we come back, guys, we'll finish it all up, and it is perfect for dinner tonight.
Perfect for any time.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. Still looking for Chef Bryan's lunch today, I hope.
Do you know, orange juice is an interesting thing because oranges, America doesn't produce enough, and so a lot of ours come from South America, too. So we're truly a global economy. It's kind of an interesting thing. So what I've done is I've added into it the pasta, drained it obviously, added in the shrimp, the lemon juice that was in with the pasta, and then I added some broccoli to it, just simply because I wanted some vegetables to go in there as well. There's a little bit of olive oil in there to help the pasta so it doesn't stick as well. And we'll just reach in there and just kind of, you know, give this a little turn so that it looks pretty. I don't know if, and I've said it before, if you've never tried homemade pasta, holy smokes, you are in for such a treat. It's kind of interesting. Once you have homemade pasta, it's really hard to go back to just the store-bought pasta, but I do it. I mean, I do it all the time because I, you know, like you, I'm like, I don't want to make any fresh pasta. I don't want to do all that work, but, you know, it's a good thing. So there's our shrimp that has all the lemon flavors in it, and what we're going to do here is just take some of this. I want to kind of build that up and get that nice and pretty. I have basil and fresh parsley that I've chopped up here. I'm going to sprinkle over the top of that. And then, you know, pasta, you got to have Parmesan cheese on it. So we'll just sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on that. And we are going to be so set for a delicious, simple idea for dinner. You know, complicated foods don't have to be made. Some of the best foods in the world are the simplest foods. Now, this recipe, you can go to KUTV.com. You can also go to my website, cookingwithchefbryan.com, and enjoy an amazing lemon pasta with shrimp, guys.
That looks amazing.
It sure does.
Good.
All right, we'll look forward to trying it. Thanks, Chef Bryan.